sponsored by NH Performance. Enter the first, fighting out the blue corner with a record of 4 wins, 3 losses, and 0 goals. Fighting out the kickers, Alton and the opponent fighting out the red corner with a record of 3 wins, 2 losses, and 0 goals. Fighting out of Richmond State. Fighters live from Illinois.
Okay, we are back after that absolute barn burner of a second fight with Shanna Gardner and Judy Humber. We are back with our third fight of this pro card for this Empire Fight Series. Now, out of the red corner, we will have Kean O'Sullivan of Riddler's Gym. He's taking on Connor Coakley of Olsen Kickass MMA, fighting out of the blue corner. Now, Kaylee Reese is joining me again for this fight. Now, Kean O'Sullivan, obviously Riddler's Gym stablemate. Kaylee, what can you tell us about him?
I know that he's just recently been to Thailand, I think, but obviously not being in the gym every night, I don't get to see too much of the newer guys. Being at home, obviously, with the kids and being a mum, that's taken my priority. So with Kean, obviously, he's only had 6 fights, so he's relatively new to our gym. So I haven't seen too much of him, but knowing the Riddler style,
yes,
I could probably tell you a lot about him.
Absolutely. And look, I love watching exciting fighters out of exciting gyms, and the Olsen Kickass MMA gym is one of those gyms. You never quite know what you're going to get. You look at the corner there, you've got obviously Oliver Olsen, an absolute legend of WA and Australian Thai boxing, but also Marco Tentori, a former WMC Australian champion himself, hailing originally from a Kung Fu background to a Muay Thai background, and you find that he always had a hybridised style. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it was a very unorthodox style, but he was very effective, right?
Extremely effective.
It was hard to beat him because you just didn't know what was going to come and where it was going to come from, but it just seemed to land. And before you know it, it was like the technique was thrown and it was done.
I was lucky enough to actually call a long time ago. Actually call Marco Tentori versus Yotsenkai.
Oh wow!
When Yotsenkai came to town.
Wow, yeah, was it Craigie Leisure? Oh no, Mira Booker, I think. Herb Graham, yeah.
It was, absolutely. One of the Origins fight shows, Pamor Mardi back in the day.
That's right, yeah.
Myself and Brett Benetti called that one. And look, that was, for a while, Yotsenkai was a bit confused with what Marco was doing.
That's right, those Thais, they haven't really been exposed to that sort of unorthodox style like Marco's.
Absolutely. He settled into it in the end and got the win over Marco. But again, Marco taking one of the absolute best in the world and one of the GOATs in Muay Thai in Yotsenkai.
But you're right, we've got obviously Riddler's being quite a Thai traditional style gym, and then we've got, Oliver and Marco. Oliver loves his hands, he loves to box. Marco is very unorthodox, so how Connor's going to come out is a bit of a question mark, really.
Well, and we're away at the moment. Oh, a bit of evasion, leaning back and leaning forward. Coakley leaning back and Sullivan leaning forward, both not getting the kicks in, but Sullivan then landing one off the catch.
And obviously just noticing Connor is southpaw, which, if you haven't fought very many southpaws or had much experience in even training with them, it can be a massive game changer in a fight.
Oh, certainly tough to adjust to.
Whereas the southpaw obviously has a lot more experience, a lot more exposure to fighting orthodox. So they do have that little bit of an upper hand, I think, with that in a fight.
This fight at 75 kilos. Or big kick up high then returned well from Coakley.
Ooh.
He's hurt. He's hurt. Oh. Did you blink? Did you blink at the time?
We were just talking about the southpaw, and I think it came off that left kick of Connor's straight down the centre, and it exposes straight to that rib. So it's I think pretty sure it was the rib kick straight across and right across the middle.
Yeah, the referees had to call this one. O'Sullivan taking a solid left kick off Coakley. It's just one of those ones that looked like it just landed flush. Absolutely, yeah. The perfect time. Whether he was breathing out at the same time as well, that's always a terrible time where there's a coincidence between that impact and breathing out.
That's right, and sometimes you can get your breath back and sometimes you just can't, and obviously here watching Kean, he just obviously couldn't recover in time, couldn't get his breath back, and it's just so hard to get that breath in when you can't breathe.
Oh look, and that is the fight game at the end of the day. Kean O'Sullivan will be back from this. Look, still a fairly young fight career, 4 wins, 2 losses to his name, so he will learn and come back from this, but sometimes you just get caught.
That's right, and I was just saying before, And I'll say it again, it is different fighting that southpaw style. You're not used to it in the gym, you're not used to it in your fight, so then to come across it in the fight, it can do damage pretty quickly if you're not used to it.
Absolutely. And this fight was brought to you by MH Performance Coaching. MH Performance Coaching prioritises a health-first philosophy, empowering individuals to achieve their fitness goals through sustainable, holistic training. Check them out, MH Performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, with 155 seconds remaining, round number 1, out of the blue corner,
Much looked over to you, and then I looked back, and O'Sullivan had gone down, and I wasn't sure whether that kick and that solid left kick from Coakley, I didn't know whether it actually had gone and glanced low, or whether it just hit the perfect spot on O'Sullivan. And it was the latter of that. And unfortunately O'Sullivan not able to recover from this one. But again, that is the fight game, and these things happen.
It does, and you can see obviously Connor in the ring, but Kian's already walked off. He's completely fine. He just couldn't recover in time. And I think it's when you know that you're okay and you just haven't recovered from the breathing, it's a little bit more disappointing than anything in yourself, because you know that given a few more seconds, you probably could have kept going. So I think it's more disappointment than anything when it's stopped like that.
Oh, look, that is the fight game at the end of the day, but that is the end of our third fight for the evening, and we'll be back with fight number 4 very soon with Varney Bala and Joshua Jackson.